summer.
Oh, I can't.
I just want to turn my utilities, my heat off. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So we have to watch the weather for the rest of this week. But we were very busy this weekend.
Yes. It was a great weekend. For all that came by the Warwick Valley Community Expo, it was fantastic.
We had a
lot of
a
good
nice
people
day.
there. Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
We had, speaking of warmer weather, I can't wait for the farmers market to come.
I know.
I love the farmers
market.
I love the farmers markets. They got such good food.
I don't
And
go to
all
the one in
kinds of
Warwick,
stuff.
but I know the one in Warwick is very good.
Well, we had met Penny Steyer from the Warwick Farmers Market. She stopped by our home and mortgage booth at the expo yesterday, so it was nice to meet Penny. We met a lot of nice people.
We did. We really did. A lot of nice people, a lot of nice, good companies, a lot of good displays there.
And Christine and Vanessa and Vicky from Waffle, the Warwick Foundation for Excellence in Learning, they came by, right? Christine said that she listens to us on
Yes.
Monday morning.
Hi, Christine.
So, hi, Christine.
Thanks for listening.
Morning. Good morning. Yeah, so it was really nice. It rained.
And that woman that thought you were famous, when she walked by and saw you and said, oh, "That's Jeanine Panarelli from the Home and Mortgage Show." She wanted your autograph.
Funny, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the woman that that was looking at you, talking to you, and said, "Oh, does she work for you? Can I have her name and number?"
That was awesome. Hey, look, at least they were coming over. They were interested in buying or selling something, so things are moving out there.
Absolutely,
now that
absolutely.
spring-
Good
spring is
activity. A
coming.
lot of people
Yeah.
with good questions.
People
So
had
it was good.
a lot of questions. It was good.
Absolutely, and it it further supports the notion that everybody's just waiting for this weather to break, to get out there and start doing things, and
It's been pretty rough, but we're done, right?
I hope so.
We're done. We're not going to be Easter egg hunting in the snow, so we're done. It's going to be good. Yeah, I'm very excited. The street sweepers are going to come soon, and the cars and motorcycles are going to come
There you go.
out. Yeah. So I'm very excited about that.
Speaking of the Easter, the Italian club, we have our place over in
I'm
Goshen.
going with this Italian club every week. It's with this Italian
Hey,
club.
listen, it's a very good cause. The Central Orange County Italian American Association. So we're having a thing just for the members and our families and kids, and having an Easter egg hunt at our
Which
place
I'm
in
not a
Goshen.
member, even
No,
though
you're
my
not a
last
member.
name's Panarelli.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're a
allowed
member.
to join because I'm a woman.
That is not. You can't say that on the air.
Why not? Why not? Why not? It's the truth. I want to
is not
join the
the truth.
Italian American Club. So then I'm
It
a
is
member.
not the truth.
So then sign me up today.
Well, membership has to be applied for.
Why? Did you see
You
that?
have to be sponsored by somebody.
And a Gianetto's not
Have
going to
Michael-
sponsor a Panarelli?
Well, have Michael apply.
Do you see? I did. Why? Because he's a man and I'm a woman.
No, I didn't say that.
You are, you should look like Gumby from all the smacks that I got to give you to the one side of the head that I sit on this side of you. That's exactly what you're implying.
That is not what I'm implying. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're going to pick this up.
I'm gonna
off
plead the
air.
fifth.
Yeah. I'm going to, anybody.
Anyway, we do
interested-
some really good things, by the way,
Any other
with
mortgage
scholarships.
lender interested in applying as co-host for the Home and Mortgage Show? I'm taking
Hold on,
applications
my
now.
name is first. My name is first. I oust you.
Oh, is that
I'm
right? I'd like to see you try and post anything on our website. All right, back to business now. Just one quick thing. Next week, which is Saturday, April 5th, we're going to be having our own home and mortgage expo, if I let you live. It's going to be at 25 Main Street in Goshen in the Ameriprise building. And it's the Home and Mortgage Show Expo Live, where we're going to be there answering questions for people who are interested in selling their home, buying a home, or just wanting to maintain a home. We're going to have our sponsors of our show and partners that work with us. We're going to have Mike McCann there from O'Keefe and McCann answering answering legal questions. We have Dan Muscatolo from Ultra Home Inspections and Bob Masters from Masters Pest Control. We have Claudia Jacobs from Claudia Jacobs Design. So even if you want to stay in your home and you just want to freshen it up, spring's coming, we're going to, have Claudia help you.
Yeah.
Who
we
else
have Debbie Grazioso from P&D Remodeling, and they help people stay in their homes and do modifications to the home, like tubs that people can walk into.
Yes.
Think ramps and things of that nature.
Right.
So they do some really good
That's
things.
great.
For
Bob
for
Wilcox is
construction
joining
stuff.
us now too.
Yes,
An
appraiser.
appraiser. So we have a really nice group of people who can. If we can't answer your question, then it's not a real question. it's not a good question. So it's
Hudson
going
Valley
to be
Kitchen Design, I believe, is going to be
Kitchen
there.
Design is going to be there. So it's going to be from 10 to 3, but we're going to break for lunch between 12 and 1 because we are Italian, and that's what we do.
And you're making the meatballs, right?
Come on, come on down. We're going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a giveaway, Bethel Woods tickets.
Yes.
So come fill out a slip, enter to win, and get all your answers to all your questions. So it's going to be a great afternoon. So I just want to put that out there for next Saturday.
And for those of you that saw the paper on the classifieds yesterday in the Times Herald Record, along the front page of the bottom of the classifieds,
the home section,
was the home section, and you see the ad for it
on the bottom.
Yeah,
and it's
came out good. I really think our picture should be on a billboard.
It should.
Really
I'll get
should.
to work on that like
good.
I do everything else.
All right, good.
So, and I love it because it's the home section, and look at the headlines. Everything's possible. Practical tips for first-time home buyers. So we're going to be talking about that on our expo.
This is it's a good article. It gives people a lot of hope. This is some of it is specific to California,
right?
In the article, but it's really the message is that somebody, if you know somebody that is looking for a home and thought it was not possible, it really is. And if it's not the right time now, at least we can give them the direction as to what the steps to take to get there.
Come up with a plan, right? And that's where we come in, and that's where we're going to be answering questions next Saturday. Let's see some of the things. Shop for a mortgage. Well, that's calling me. That would be
845-496-0836.
Yeah, and you can help them get approved. Talk about down payment money. What kind of plan they qualify for, and how much they're going to need for closing costs. Pick an agent who's right for you. Number 6. There you go. Panarelli Realty.
That's right. That's right.
Scope out the neighborhood. Find that home that you can afford, which is why we work so well together. You tell them what they qualify for, and then I try and, we got to keep everything within a budget.
Right.
I like number 9.
And again, going back to that, for me, and I've mentioned this before, it's getting somebody qualified is not the most important thing to me. It's how much can they afford and they're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Because I want to make sure, especially these young families, that they have extra money, they can still put it away, they can still go on vacation with their kids. They can, I want to make sure that they're in a good position.
Very important. I have people come to me and say, well, I'm qualified for a $400,000 mortgage, but I only want to spend $280,000, and that's wonderful. I'm happy.
Right.
Let's see. Number 9 on this list says make a realistic offer. That's important too.
I know you deal with that every day.
That's why I'm glad they put that
Absolutely.
in here in the news in the Times Herald Record. Number 9 on the list. Make a realistic offer. That's important, and find a good home inspector, which we help our buyers with all of that. So this was a really nice article, and I like the way our ad came out. So that's for next Saturday.
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, we're telling everybody to mark their calendars, right? Mark your calendars for Saturday
this is a
the
great
5th.
one.
Now, we also have one other thing we'd like to put out there to mark your calendars for. We have our annual Celebrity Dinner and Tip Challenge coming up April 25th, Friday night at the West Hills Country Club. We're going to have a social hour and silent auction starting at 6, and then a full-course dinner starting at 7. Beer, wine, drinks, soft drinks, everything's included there. Tickets are $70 a person. We can do a table of 10 for $650. But it's a really good cause. It's to benefit the Boys and Girls Club in Orange County, and it's going to be a riot. I can't wait.
It really is. And
we've been asked, Mike and I.
The themes are Broadway shows.
Yeah.
There's 13 teams that all have a different show of characters, and like we said last week, we're going to be the Addams Family. All right, I'm going to be Uncle Fester. and you're going to be.
I'm going to Morticia.
Morticia. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Uncle Fester, and we have Claudia Jacobs is going to be cousin It.
That's
so
right.
if you don't see her, she's
and we
just
have to get
underneath all the
Lucille to
hair.
be grandmama. We have to. It's going to be great if we have her.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we have a caller on the line.
Someone on the line.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, it's George. I just want to ask
George.
a question because y'all are seeing a lot of, whatever movement there is. People who are moving into Orange County, do you have any feeling about where they're coming from? I'm just curious about that.
Oh, well, let's see. We have a variety of places, actually. Some are
Yeah,
coming
variety.
from
Myself, personally, I mean, I think it's split between two, is the move-ups in Orange County and the people coming out of the city.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of people who are buying homes, they actually they live here now. They have been born and raised here. And then we do have people coming from the city. I've had a few come from Jersey and a couple from Long Island. So
Right.
It's
Long Island does
Long
come up, too.
Island. Yeah,
What?
Long Island.
Well, just looking at the people that are here already, and the people that are moving in from any other county in New York State or New Jersey or anything, what do you think the percentage is? Is it 80% of the people are already living here and 20% of the people are moving in, or just with that?
Oh,
and I'll
that's a
hang
good
up. Thanks a lot.
question. All right, that's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna
I never
say-
looked at that statistic, or percentage.
If I had to think off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's like 50-50. In my office, anyway. We have half people coming from the city and elsewhere, and half the people coming from right here within our own area. We do. We have the Vistawood subdivision.
Right.
That's in Blooming Grove, Monroe Woodbury Schools, and also up in Shawangam in the town of Walk Hill. And a lot of people who purchased there already lived in the area. They just recently got married. A lot of, new families, newly married, just starting out right from our own area. So I'm going to say,
good.
for
I mean,
for
that's
me, I
good
think
news.
it's been about 50-50. But by the same token, we have people leaving. But,
right. I think we have more,
yeah.
more of an exodus than we do, people coming in.
which we need to fix. And that leaves me to. Did you read yesterday's paper?
George, you still there?
No, he said he was going to hang up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I pay attention.
Yeah.
So, did you read yesterday's paper? You did?
I did.
Did you? All right. Well, we're going to talk about this. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back.
O'Keefe & McCann, one of the premier real estate law firms in Orange County, is happy to provide assistance to you whether you are buying, selling, refinancing, or you just need clear answers to your real estate questions. Now celebrating over 13 years in the Hudson Valley, William O'Keefe and Michael McCann will clarify the entire process of buying or selling your home. If your world feels like it's been turned upside down, call us. We can help. You will always receive prompt and definitive answers to all of your legal questions by telephone, text, or email. Remember, whether you're buying or selling a home or just need help in keeping the one you already own and you're just not sure where to turn to, call O'Keefe & McCann first at 845-615-8500. With 3 convenient locations in Goshen, New Windsor, and Port Jervis, they are always at your service. O'Keefe & McCann, the #1 law firm for all of your legal needs. They always have your best interest at heart. Call 845-615-8500 to set up a consultation or visit their website at o'keefe-mccann.com.
This is Dave Dirks, outdoor columnist for the Times-Herald Record. Join me Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for the Dirks Outdoors radio show. Each week, I'll have outdoor personalities from a variety of outdoor sports. That's the Dirks Outdoors show, Saturday mornings right here on WTBQ.
Hey everybody, this is Rachel Ray. Join me today and every weekday with Rach on the radio. I'll have tips to save you money, celebrity chit-chat, and of course, food. All from the kitchen table of our Emmy Award-winning show, Rachel Ray.
Weekdays at 12:30.
WTBQ.
And we're back.
Thank you for joining us on the
Yeah.
Home and Mortgage Show, Monday morning, 10:20.
Here in lovely Warwick, New
Yeah.
York. You can call in and ask us questions at 651-1110. And before the break, we were talking about how people are moving in, but by the same token, people are moving out. And I think a lot of it has to do with taxes. And I know that's
Of course, that's a big thing.
in the
That's a big
forefront
thing.
today. And do we have a caller? We do. Hello.
It's George again.
Oh, George.
You mentioned me, so I said I'd call back. And the reason why I ask it is I just saw a poll somewhere they did where they said 25% of the people in New York State that they polled are planning to move out of New York State. So
25% of the citizens here are planning on
in
moving
New York
out?
State are planning to move out of New York State.
Because they can't afford it any longer.
Taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
they can't
crazy.
afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this on Saturday, right? We were
Yes.
talking, saying after you retire, why would you want to pay over 10 years $150,000?
That's right. Yeah, in
you
10
know,
years,
in
you're going to spend
taxes.
about $1. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
could
spending
be
down your
traveling.
assets that you.
I could be in
you know?
Italy.
Yeah.
I could buy a
That's
yacht.
crazy.
Here she goes with Italy.
Yeah.
My battle cry is New York State. I want to be 47th in the nation in highest taxes, not 48th or 40. I mean, not 49th or 50th. We want to move up to that 47th slot in the nation of highest taxes. So
We do? Okay.
I'd rather be 47 than 49.
I'd rather be the
20.
lowest.
Well, no, you got small steps to start off with.
Oh, is that
Small
okay?
steps.
All right.
As
So
long as you see the trend, if we can get the trend going, that'd be good. But yeah, it's interesting to me to see, how this is going to play out. Because and I think it's sort of obvious in the even in the governor's budget that he's really. He really wants to empty out upstate New York. So.
yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
Thank you for calling, George.
Thanks, George.
Yeah,
Thanks so
thanks a lot.
much.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. So, in yesterday's Times Herald Record on page 3, there's a full-page article on tax relief being a big part of the package here in the area. And Governor Cuomo,
Well, you were talking about this last week
I
where
was
you jumped
all
on that
fired
call.
up.
Right? You got home and your son ran out and said, "I have Governor Cuomo on the phone."
Yes. So it's this budget's scheduled to be approved today, actually.
Right, by
the
midnight.
state legislature by midnight tonight.
Right.
Yeah, this way they can have the budget on time. And I was reading it.
It would be nice
and
if we
not
could get
happy at all.
our federal budget. It would be nice if they could approve
What
that,
is
right?
going on?
It's only been 5
So,
years
I
since
don't
we've
know
had
if-
a budget.
If anybody had seen this article, but it says $1.5 billion property tax rebate for as many as 2.8 million taxpayers would use a state subsidy in the form of an income tax credit.
Right.
The credit, provided in the form of a check, it'll be like a rebate check, could be worth up to 2% of the property tax bill. Now, you ready for this? I highlighted this in the ad because this is what gets me fired up. Could range from as little as $20 upstate to a few $100s on Long Island. What am I going to do with $20?
Listen, our taxes.
What am I gonna
I know
do?
my
$20
taxes
rebate. No, wait, it
are
gets
as
better.
expensive as they were in Long Island when I lived in Long Island. They are the same taxes that when I lived in Long Island.
Mine aren't. Mine are double.
Well, it depends on
that's
where we
because you
lived.
lived
Also,
in a big highfalutin area, I'm sorry. We have Ann Marie McCaffrey. We're just too busy to introduce Ann Marie. We have a guest in the studio today. Ann Marie McCaffrey from Esquire Title Agency is going to be talking about title once we get to that. But for now, she's going to jump in on this whole tax thing because I'm
Good
all
morning,
fired
Ann Marie.
up.
Thanks for
Good
joining
morning.
us.
Thank you for joining
I'm
us.
glad to be here.
She's been enjoying the show.
I have. You
Secretly
guys are
cracking
right.
up on the side here. So
Yes.
this is the
Now
one
I can
that
laugh
gets
out
me
loud,
Now
right?
you can LOL. Yeah, she's allowed to LOL now. So this is what makes me LMAO. All right. So it says it could range for as little as $20 upstate. So you ready for the kicker? This is the next line. The check is intended to cover the increase in the next local property tax bill.
$20.
Right. So it's going to go up. You're going to get it back, and then next
gonna
year
go
it's going to be up
yeah,
again.
it's going
Right
to
out
go
of
up
your
like
hands.
$400. Like, what's it going to go up to? And they're going to give me
You know what it's
$20.
called? It's called
to
easy
help
come,
me.
easy go.
Exactly.
What am I going to do with $20?
That's not going to apply to you.
Why not? Well, because
your
I'm not going to
taxes
get
are higher.
anything. Because I'm not going to get anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because
Well, they're
it
going to
does-
see your name and check you off the list.
From
Like, oh,
as
that
little
Panarelli,
as
she was
Strike it.
complaining.
Yeah, strike.
No, I'm serious. So it's $20 upstate to a few hundred on Long Island, intended to cover the increase in the next local property bill.
Now, when they say
Okay.
upstate, are they meaning us or like the legit upstate?
Yeah, I don't think
You
that's
never
us.
know.
I think
It's a
it's a little
range.
further upstate.
Okay, so what are we going to get? $100?
No,
What are we
up
gonna
to
do?
2% of your tax bill.
Okay, which could range. See the highlighted notes here? I have here, Michael, Jeanette, which could
Is this
range.
your outline?
Yes, to a few $100s. A few may
Right, but
maybe meaning
worth
three.
up to
maybe,
2%
but
of
it
the
says
property tax bill.
specifically on Long Island. Yeah. So, but wait, there's more. You ready?
Come on.
There's more. Okay, so taxpayers would get the tax break if.
There's always
That's in a different
Right.
highlight. If their local governments and school districts keep their tax growth under the state-imposed 2% cap. Now, Florida
I
didn't
think I
do
missed
that.
that piece, actually.
Yeah, of course you
Right.
did.
Yeah.
See, I paid attention to this.
Oh.
And
Listen, why
If they
the
do.
municipalities can't sharpen their pencil
They're
and
not
make
going
things
to.
happen. You know what? Here's things that just one little thing.
Mm-hmm.
One little thing. You see people driving around a municipal car
Mm-hmm.
on the weekends.
why?
Why is my question.
Why?
If you work for us in the municipality, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to use that vehicle for work, I completely understand.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the job, you have to go out, you use it, but to bring it home and probably get gas covered when you're driving it on the weekends is not acceptable.
Did you listen to this morning's news on WTBQ?
I didn't.
Someone was arrested. A woman was arrested who worked for a local municipality because they caught her using the company or the county debit card to pay for her own personal gas in her car.
Unbelievable.
So that was this morning.
Right.
So there we go.
How many times is that going on?
Well, it's going on a lot, but it's not going on as many times that they're being caught. That's the
That's
problem.
the
Right,
problem.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
exactly.
problem.
That's definitely the problem.
Yeah. So now this says that Governor Cuomo says that he believes that this is going to create pressure on the local government to create the savings. But that's only if we keep within that 2%.
That 2%.
But do you remember last week I was telling you when we got back from the
But wouldn't they
State
be
of
a
the
hero?
Address?
Wouldn't they be a hero?
Yes. You would think that they would want to
Exactly.
be
Exactly.
like, we did it. We've cut our
No,
budget.
we
You would
had
think.
the Village Florida. They had it, televised. When they do that. So my son had seen that, and like there was nobody at the last meeting, and Mayor Pavlicek had said, he talked about the 2% cap, and
Right.
we're going to. Pass on that or whatever it was he said. I had the more specific wording last week. All in favor of not staying within the tax cap, and they voted. That was it. There's no 2% tax cap in the Village of Florida.
What do you mean? They voted against it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is that
But
people
that's
aren't paying
supposed to
attention.
be. That's supposed to be voted on by the taxpayers. So if we weren't there, I guess
Right.
they consider themselves taxpayers
It's
enough.
who's ever present
Who's
at
ever
the time,
present.
yes.
So that's my point. We need to start getting involved in a local level. The citizens of that municipality.
Yep.
We have to start going down to these meetings.
Sure.
Because if we're not there and we're not the voice, then they're a voice for us.
And then you can't
And
complain
then
if
we
you've
can't
not
complain.
done your due diligence and
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I agree.
So they want Governor Cuomo says that it'll force the governments and the school districts to come up with a savings plan to help provide this tax relief. So we really, we have to get involved, people. We
That's
really
it.
need
We
to
gotta
get
start.
involved.
We got to
agree.
start
Something has to give.
shaking it up and making people attend those meetings.
Well, we had the big heroin problem in the area,
Yeah.
and that's been around for many years. But now, look, it was a big article in the paper. They had the Channel 12
Exactly.
series on the news,
Mm-hmm.
and voices are being heard. People are up in arms about it, and now action's being taken. People are being arrested left and right.
Mm-hmm.
There are more programs out there. More. We're going to be in Goshen, I think, April 8th. It's a Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at the Goshen. I want to say the school. I have to look it up, but I have it on my Facebook that we're going to be going because they have a speaker coming in from the Orange County Drug and Alcohol,
Okay.
speaking to our young people about
that's
heroin and all that kind of stuff. And why? Because now all this is
Education.
stirred up,
Right.
and people are up in arms, and now it's being addressed. So same thing with taxes. You know,
Agree.
we can't just sit back and expect, well, they're going to do something about it. No, not unless we start complaining.
Right.
And
have to be
that's
involved.
my say. And that's my say.
And which is a great little segue before we take another break. But the Common Core, the testing starts tomorrow on the Common Core, which
Yes.
is another huge deal.
Yeah, my daughter's very stressed out about
Yeah,
that.
all these kids are. We opted out. We opted out for my daughter. Opted out for the testing completely.
Well, that's
And-
part of his package. Did you read?
Yes,
did you
I
read
did.
about
I did.
this?
I read that part.
Well, that's because. Did you hear what he said? And that's because he has kids in high school who are stressed out.
Right.
And he
it's
don't
really
want it
bad on these
affecting
students.
the test grades. You know, they're coming in low because these kids are too stressed
They're
out.
stressed
and
out.
It was
The
just
teachers
thrown
aren't
on
aware
them,
of what it is.
forced on them. They don't know what
Did
they're
you
doing.
know? Did you
And
know
he
that
doesn't want it
you
to
are not
affect
allowed to see what's on that test? They do not show you what's on that
so
test.
The teacher, you mean?
No, the Common Core, the teachers don't even know what's on it.
Wow.
Or the testing.
That makes no sense.
So the testing is
how
the
can
first,
they
second,
teach
and
it and
third of
prepare?
April for the English language arts.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a big deal.
That's
and you know,
like
it was
state
more.
testing never used to be like that. The teachers knew exactly what was on that test. They focused on
Yes.
it for
Yeah.
weeks. They made sure you knew what you were supposed to know.
Absolutely.
And you went in,
We-
you took your test, and and most school districts end up scoring pretty decently.
They
Right,
get your
right.
kids. Your son went to school.
Yeah.
My son. They get like packets sent home, study guides, that kind of stuff. And now we have nothing but stressed out kids.
Right.
And it's not fair.
It's
No,
really crazy.
It's not.
really
So
crazy.
we're going to take a quick break and come back.
Happy New Year! Now celebrate by gifting yourself and your family with a new kitchen and let the professionals at Hudson Valley Kitchen Design take your dreams and make them into a reality, from concept to installation and everything in between. Our well-trained, courteous staff will customize your new kitchen while keeping it within your budget. Start living the dream by calling 845-294-8242 and we'll have you cooking on your new stove in no time. For all the do-it-yourselfers, builders, and contractors, we invite you to our retail showroom located at 2713 Route 17M in Goshen. And please like us on Facebook at the Hudson Valley Kitchen Design. Call 845-294-9068. We will make your dreams a reality in 2014. Master Pest Control is proud to be a sponsor of the Home and Mortgage Show. When the time comes to buy a house, you will be faced with a lot of important choices. Having a home inspection is a critical part of the process, so choose wisely. Masters Pest Control has over 30 years of residential pest control experience, and they work closely with Ultra Home Inspections. That means you get 2 inspectors for the price of 1. Better value, exceptional service. Consider Masters Pest Control. Call toll-free 877-656-2024. That's 877-656-2024.
Hi, this is Mary Ann McQuillan. Join me every Friday morning, 10:30 a.m. for Feel Good Naturally, where you'll learn how to get healthy, lose weight, and rejuvenate your life using my balanced approach to wellness.
You work hard for your money. Don't you want your money to work hard for you? Contact the Warwick Valley Financial Advisors at 845-981-7300 for our Search for Income and find out what's available to you.
WTBQ weather.
Any clouds will give way to partly sunny skies. It'll be windy today with a high near 50. Tonight, mostly clear and quite cold, heading down to 25 to 30. Tomorrow, increasing clouds with a high getting up to near 60, though, in the afternoon. Slight chance of a shower, otherwise partly cloudy tomorrow night, down to 35. And on Wednesday, a morning shower or two, then clouds will give way to some sun. It'll be mild with highs in the mid to the upper 50s. This is meteorologist Tony Salimo from the WTBQ Weather Center.
WTBQ.
And we're back. You're listening to the Home and Mortgage Show. I'm Jeanine Panarelli with Michael Giannetto and Ann Marie McCaffrey from Esquire Title.
Yes, thank you for
today.
joining us
we got
today.
some hot topics that we're talking about.
We
We're all
do.
fired up today. But we have a caller on the line. So good morning, caller.
Good morning. Good morning. You have a very interesting show.
Thank
you.
We're going to take that as a compliment. Thank you.
No, it is. It's enlightening. It's enlightening. And what you're talking about is absolutely pathetic. What this state is doing to the people is outrageous. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you, and I'm just wondering. You're not talking about, nor is the state talking about, the seniors who are retired do not work, live in a house, pay taxes on that house, cannot get a tax credit, even if it's $20, because they're not filing income tax. So all of these people aren't even figured into the equation. This is money that's not even going to these people, I being one of them. So it's the whole thing, the whole structure of this money, the way it's being distributed, is ridiculous.
I agree. And what is your name?
My name is Mel. I live in Middletown.
Oh, hi, Mel.
Hi,
Thank
Mel.
you. Thank you for calling in. And we do agree. And that's why we're up in arms about a lot of this stuff. We have our older, our seniors are moving out of the area. They cannot afford it. And they're being forced to move away from their families who can help care for them in their, senior years. And I think it's absolutely absurd what's going on.
Absolutely. And how do you give somebody a $20 credit who doesn't work?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not. Look, we all know it's not a fair system. It needs restructuring. There are plenty of ideas on the table, but we know that there can't be a meeting of the minds to get this stuff together.
Oh, it's criminal. All of these people. No, I can't say all. That's not fair. But I've never seen such a bunch of thieves in Albany like going on right now.
It's a shame what's going on. And that's why we had just said we need to start being a louder voice.
Sure.
Because all these years, New York was just going along its merry way, and we were all with blinders on, just thinking everything was going to work out, and that's not the case. And we really need to be a voice. And
thank you so much for taking my call.
Thank you, Mel, for calling in and listening to the show. We appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
And you too, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
You are sweet.
it's nice.
It's
We're
true.
putting out some good information.
Yeah,
People
it
really
really is.
People
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah, they do.
And we have another caller on the line. So good morning. You're listening to the Home and Mortgage Show?
Yeah, hi guys. The whole thing with that tax rebate is just election garbage. I mean, the real issue here is that the state is continuing to send unfunded mandates to local communities. And they'll never address that issue, and that's why school taxes are higher, that's why local municipal taxes are higher, the MTA tax and garbage like that, things we have no say over. And, the rebate is just an election year baloney bender, it's baloney.
It's BS is what it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Baloney
There's no rhyme or reason.
It's not a BB, it's a BS.
The marginal value of it is so minute that it's actually kind
It's
of
almost an
stupid.
insult if you think about
It is, and it says that it's intended to cover the increase. So,
Right.
so I get a $20 check. Is my tax bill only
Right,
going up
smoke and
$20?
mirrors.
Is that what they're trying to tell me?
Definitely.
It's
Exactly.
smoke and
It's just
mirrors.
ridiculous.
Here's one of the other things, and I brought this up when I was talking to some other people, and that is now the governor had put something through back in back in December or November, where if you are a veteran in New York State, they had pushed this through, and I think it was something that municipalities could choose to do if they wanted, was to lower taxes for veterans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the I've said this before. The third rail of politics is denying veterans benefits, but it just continues to move on. Where who's going to pay for this stuff? As more and more people leave New York, these people don't care. They just continue to give things away, like the pre-K. The pre-K development. Suddenly, the governor came up with that. Until they become accountable for what they do in New York State, which isn't happening.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
$1.5 billion in pre-K appropriations over the next 5 years.
Yeah,
$1.5 billion.
Everybody that I've talked to agrees that's going to come
Pre-K.
from unfunded mandates.
So, listen, I have a small one. I have a 4-year-old.
I have a 3.5-year-old.
Yeah, and she's in preschool, right? But kindergarten in my school district in Washingtonville, they don't believe that kindergarten is going to be available to the children by the time she gets in there.
That's
There's
ridiculous.
some places in New York State that don't even have kindergarten anymore.
I know that a lot of them don't have full-time kindergarten.
So they don't have kindergarten anymore. Now they're going to have
full-time.
pre-K.
Yeah.
It's for
But
the
that's crazy.
city guys. The powers in the city.
You want to know what it
with
comes
the
down
assembly.
to? Basically, it's not like it used to be years ago where mom was able to stay home with the kids.
Right.
So I think they're looking for that, it's an outlet so that mom can go to work. The kids can go to school at a younger age because they have to. They have to.
Right,
Plus
absolutely. You
now
have
they're
to have
starting
a two-income household.
Yeah,
these
you're a
days.
two-income household.
Guys,
and then this whole Common Core thing. So they're starting this at such a. These kids,
they're way too stressed, way too early.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good. Any
well,
of it. So
the other thing too is you have this focal. You have more and more single parent households. And
Yes,
that is
absolutely.
That is causing New York's huge problems in terms of crime, people, and more of it's in the city, but it's in upstate New York as well. Whether you're black or white, there's
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
higher
matter.
incidence of it.
Yeah.
But that's putting more stress on the system.
Yeah.
And those are the core problems that need to be dealt with. We just keep throwing expensive Band-Aids on these things, and nobody addresses the real issues like those.
I know. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Joe, right?
Yeah, take care, guys.
Thanks, Joe.
Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, so now, boy, what are you
We could talk about this all
Can of worms, huh?
day.
We did.
All day. But
all
let's,
day, but we do
let's get
have
some
some
things
other information we'd like to put out there. We do have,
correct.
again, like I was saying, Ann Marie McCaffrey from Esquire Title with us today. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
on a really hot topic day.
Day.
Yeah.
And I think we just got confirmation, right? You're going to join us and be Wednesday.
She's
going to be Wednesday
Adams. I'm so excited.
For the fundraiser on April 25th.
Yeah, it's going to be
that'll
great.
be
Absolutely.
fun.
Please please visit our Facebook page at the Home and Mortgage Show. We're going to be putting up a link. Actually, I think you did once before.
Yeah, the Home and
for
Mortgage
this,
Show.
Yeah, for this fundraiser.
And if you can't
anything
join
you can
us,
give.
we understand.
Anything that you can donate for it. It's a great cause for the local kids and
Definitely good
Boys and
cause.
Girls Club out of Walk Hill.
There's two links. One, you could actually buy the tickets to join us and sit at our table that night, which we're going to have a blast.
Yes.
And there's going to be
They might
look for
not let me
another
on the
link that we
radio
have
after,
up there.
that show.
Well, thank
But
God I'm
there's
coming on before we go.
We also have a link that we need to do some fundraising prior to the event.
Absolutely.
So please, you can go on, click on the link, donate to Team Adams. There's no amount too small. We appreciate everything that you can do.
Every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. It all adds up. So
Definitely.
we're really going to push for donations. Please log on. Every little bit counts. It is for a great cause.
Yeah,
The Boys and Girls
absolutely.
Club.
I'm excited.
There's
That's
nothing
going to be a
better.
lot of fun.
Yeah, it's for a great cause. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we
But-
heard the stories from last year, and they had a really good time.
Yeah,
great.
yeah, to say the least.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah. But today, for the remainder of the show, what we wanted to do is we wanted to talk a little bit about title.
Let's talk title.
Insurance. We're going to talk
Yeah.
title, and Ann Marie's going to answer some questions for us. Basically, can you just let people know what is title
Right. Well,
insurance?
that's what I was thinking about. And the average person doesn't realize what you go through. You sign so many things. You look at so many things between finding the house you want and actually moving in. And the one thing that's very important to have is title insurance. So, what is title insurance? Title insurance is something that you will purchase at the closing table. There's
Right.
two.
It's extremely intangible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An intangible item that you absolutely need.
Yes. And if you are paying cash for your home, you don't have to have it, but you should. Simply because you don't know what's happened in the past. One of our catchphrases at Esquire is, we research the past to protect your future. And that really tells you what title is about. Yeah. Title is looking at your property, looking at your home, looking at your business building that you've bought, and seeing what's happened in its past and making sure that basically all your ducks are in a row. Everything, deeds are signed, everything, if someone's passed away, that all of that's been taken care of properly, that deeds have been filed with the county building, all those kind of things. And those are things that, you just looked at the house and you think, I love this house, I want to live here, I want to raise my family here. You're not thinking about what's happened in the past. Right. That's where we come in. That's where Esquire Title comes in and says, we're going to research that for you. We're going to take care of it. We're going to provide you an insurance policy so that if something does come back up, like a long lost son who came from his first marriage and never, you don't know. You have no idea with things like that, and neither do we.
They can say, this is our property.
They had a claim.
They can put a claim in and say that this is our property, and then you have a problem.
And then you're sitting there with your redone kitchen, not so happy.
No.
That
protects
it does.
you.
It protects you from that. And as Michael can tell you, if you're having, if you get a loan, the lender wants you to have they want to have some sort of protection as well.
Of course.
So there's an owner's policy and a lender's policy.
Okay.
So that's basically in layman's terms, what title is. And there's a lot of more facets to it, and hopefully what we can do is maybe build on me coming in today and come back and answer questions for people if they have other questions, and go from there, kind of like a Title 101 and go on from there.
Right. I usually tell people, besides the fact that, cousin Ed could come forward and have a claim on the property, you know, but I tell people it also, you want to make sure that you're getting that not only free and clear from past relatives, but free and clear, any judgments, any liens. Maybe there's a tax lien on the property. So you do a title search and you come up with a title report, and in that report it'll show, there are or there aren't any tax liens, any judgments, anything like that. You can have maybe you did do that new kitchen and you didn't finish paying for it, and the mechanics lien got put on the property.
Those are all items that typically will come up regardless.
But you need to research it.
It's kind of like a second.
Even if you're paying cash, you really should
definitely.
And I think most people do. I think most people get the insurance.
How much is that? How much is title insurance?
Title insurance depends on your purchase price,
right,
or your loan amount. It's regulated in New York State, so pretty much every company charges the same amount for the actual insurance, because it does depend on the price of the home or the loan amount. However, there are variances on different bills, like variances for things like the Patriot Search, which is regulated by the government. We have to do your Patriot Search, which makes sure that you're a legit person living in the United States of America.
I've seen, I've worked with Esquire before,
right?
And I've seen the costs from Esquire, and they're very, very reasonable. I've seen title companies where we get the bill, and
it's astronomical.
It's astronomical. Like just for instance, a Patriot Search might be $25-$50 per individual, but there's companies out there that might charge $150 or $200
for the same exact.
They make up their money that way.
I mean, we have to look for bankruptcies. We have to look for, you have to do your Patriot Search. We have to do like a flood search. We have to do all that. See if you're in a flood zone and make sure that you have all that, and your municipal search, and things like that. And thank you for saying that, Michael. We at Esquire try not to, put our prices high, because we know that at the closing table, you're just signing and signing and signing and signing, and we just want you to get in your house, have it be good, and have you utilize us and spread the word that we're not highway robbery.
Have you ever had anybody say, "I don't want title insurance"? Is it?
No, they can't.
Is it
they can't.
Mandatory?
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory. They have to have it. If they're, look, an attorney should recommend that they have it regardless, hands down.
Right.
The only thing that I make a comment on is that full market rider.
Right.
So which is that if there's a claim on the property at a future time.
Right. 20 years later.
20 years later.
Cousin Harry.
That they are protected against the full market value, right?
Right. Not from the date of purchase, not the value of what you purchased it at. But
exactly.
what it is in the current market.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I always tell them, that they don't necessarily need it unless it's a short sale foreclosure situation.
Right. There are certain types of sales, and you're right that, you want to take extra precaution. And of course, and I agree. I mean, we do recommend your full, we do recommend you take it, just because better safe than sorry. But if, you just can't put that extra money out at the time, unless
it's very inexpensive. It is very inexpensive.
Is that a negotiable item on the HUD?
Well, that's usually not on the HUD.
Right.
The full market rider is not on the HUD.
No, the full market. No, but the title is.
No, the title insurance is a state promulgated fee, as Ann Marie had mentioned.
Okay.
So it's set for every title company. It is set. There is actually there's a title company that tried to have us use them as a company, and they were saying that they found out some way to kind of beat the system, which was very not appealing whatsoever.
You never want to hear that.
Yeah, it really did. So
work with me. We can beat this system.
I get emails from this guy every other day. Every other day saying that they were able to work with the state. Well, obviously they're not. One company is not able to work with the state and offer things.
I mean,
they're making it up somewhere. And they're just masking it somewhere. So
and that's
another smoke and mirrors
situation. We are just not that smoke and mirrors kind of company. We've been in Warwick forever.
Exactly.
And
you guys have a reputation.
We have a reputation to hold. Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are solid. The inside support is great.
Yeah. We do. We have a great team. We have a great team of people that we work with in our building, and we have some great salespeople, and we have some title closers. So sometimes if for example, I am the manager of business development at Esquire, but I'm also a salesperson. So you're going to see me out and about, and I'm a firm believer of taking you from, A to Z.
Yes.
That's my job. And if you have questions, that's what we're here for.
Well,
and that's what we're really proud that we do that. We're there from A to Z. So.
All right. So if anybody does have questions, we're going to take a quick break, and then you can
Absolutely.
give us a call.
We'll get right back into it.
Quality and professionalism are two words that describe Ultra Home Inspections. Fully licensed, certified, and insured. Their training and skill will provide you with all the information you'll need to make an educated decision on your home purchase or sale. Ultra Inspections serves Orange and Sullivan counties in New York and Pike and Wayne County in Pennsylvania. Call 845-545-0960 or check out all their services by visiting their website at www.ultrahomeinspections.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dans. Connect the dots in these challenging times with my creativity and technology for business and life show every Wednesday at 11 a.m. on WTBQ, AM 1110 and FM 93.5. Radio worth listening to.
I'm Bill Johnson, an old semi-retired dairy farmer hosting the Orange County Farm Talk Show every Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. I hope to promote all segments of farming along with input from our listeners. Every Wednesday, 12 to 1 on WTBQ.
WTBQ.
And we're back. You're listening to the Home and Mortgage Show. We're here with Ann Marie McCaffrey from Esquire Title.
I am here from Esquire Title.
We're talking title.
Yes.
Yeah. After now, the show calmed down a little bit.
We were fast and furious there for a few minutes, weren't we? But it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, people need to be
Sometimes
involved.
you got to get people a little bit riled up in
you
order
do.
for them to take action, and that's. I think we accomplished that today. But now we're talking title.
Yeah.
So
once they decide to buy that house in Orange County and settle down here, even if they're not happy with the taxes, they can give us all a call and we can help them out with everything. And one of the things that people wonder, do I have to use the title company that my lawyer suggests or my real estate agent suggests, and not that you shouldn't take their word for it. However, you do have the right to choose whichever title company you want to use. And like we said before, it's state mandated. The pricing is state mandated, but I think that you should go with the company that you're comfortable with. I think you should go with a respectable, good reputation company, and I personally do believe that's Esquire Title.
So where can people find you? Where can they reach you?
Our number is 987-8400, and we are 14 Oakland Avenue in Warwick.
Right here?
Yeah, we're right here, downtown
right
Warwick, right next to the Sterling National Bank. We've been there for years. And, we've been updating things and doing things. And like I said to you, Jeanine, we're getting more involved in the community and trying to be out there more and do more for people and get our faces back out there because it's spring. It's very exciting.
We've been like hibernating.
I know, you feel like a bear.
People are out and about, and
Yeah,
and
definitely.
just to bring it up again, people don't know that they have this choice, right? So
they don't.
They speak to their attorney or whoever they're dealing with, and they're automatically they just think that it comes along with it.
Right. They think it's in the package.
Right. I think you should, if you're looking for a home, you should educate yourself. Buying, selling, you should educate yourself
Absolutely.
on what title insurance
Definitely.
is. Speak to somebody like Ann Marie at Esquire, and
Now,
really understand.
Are you joining us next Saturday? I think we were talking about
Yes,
that.
I'm
too.
going to be next Saturday too.
Next Saturday, she's going to be.
Oh my God, they're going to be like,
at
are the
our
three of
expo.
them ever apart? What's going on with that?
She's going to be at our expo. So
Yes, I'm
again,
coming to the
if you
expo,
have
so-
questions, it's a great opportunity for
It
people
is.
to come out, ask questions. You don't have to be buying or selling right now. There's no pressure, nothing
Absolutely.
like that. You're not
This
going to
is for
be,
education. This is to
strictly
inform people.
It's,
Precisely.
We're trying to get that information out there. There's so much that people don't know,
Right.
and they're listening to their cousin or their this one or this one bought a house
the
20
cousin
years ago.
Joey, remember? Cousin
Joey
Joey at the
Yeah, bought a
barbecues.
house 20 years
Oh,
ago,
the
and he's like
barbecues
the
are coming.
authority on everything in today,
But
and
you
it
know-
doesn't work that way. So we're
Right.
trying to, we put a nice team together just for that information that people need
Right.
to know. whether they're going to use it now or later.
But that's just it. Some people, like you said, are getting prepared and preparing their finances and all that stuff to get ready to buy a house in a year, 2 years, whatever their plan is. But you need to have, I like to say it, all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Why? Because you need to know you've got a team. Once you find that house and once you get the one you want, you don't want to be weeding around. You want to know who's going to be on your side, working for you efficiently,
and you can
not
reduce your
wasting
stress dramatically.
Your stress level is so much lower.
That's what we're here for.
Yes.
To work for the buyer, to work for that seller, so that's one less thing. They just need to worry about where they're going to move to.
Yes.
No, and it's not a worry. Just find where you're moving to.
I think it's
pack,
stressful.
and we can take care of the rest.
It's stressful enough thinking about packing up all your stuff and moving it to another place. Why worry about, is my lawyer sending me to a reputable company? Am I going to be comfortable talking to these people? You need to be comfortable with that. And at Esquire, we do pride ourselves in being that hometown feel of a company. We've been around for a really long time in Warwick, and we are ready to help.
Yeah. And they also have a website, esquiretitleagency.com, where you can go on and you can see the whole list of services that they do provide. Exactly. And they even have some nice testimonials on there as well.
Which is so nice to have testimonials from people in our industry, which is very, very nice.
Yeah, yeah. So Esquire Title Agency, and they're right here in Warwick, 987-8400.
Right. Esquire Title, don't close without us.
No. There you go.
Researching your past
to protect your future.
Yeah. I like
That's
that.
a good one. I
like
that.
that. I don't want anybody researching my past.
A lot of skeletons.
Maybe we should say researching your properties past.
A lot of skeletons.
I wanted to make a joke out
But
of
wait,
it.
so we're running out of time. Off air, you had a really funny story for us. What was it?
Oh, no. So my husband gets up at like 4 o'clock every morning. So I thought he was still up. I go running. I was still up. So I go running into the bedroom. The lights are pitch black, but I was so excited. You know how we went to Mohegan Sun for our 25th wedding anniversary? So...
Do we want to hear the story?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. No. So I said I didn't want to date myself, but hell, what the heck. So I got two free tickets. Ready? This Sunday, April 6th.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. To Engelbert Humperdinck.
Stop it. I can't.
So I go running into my bedroom. My husband's sleeping. He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "We won." He's like, "What are you doing?"
And then you said Engelbert Humperdinck, and he was like, "What is she saying?"
Exactly.
Actually, he likes him too.
It's too early in the morning to talk about Engelbert.
Wasn't he one of the movies like an Adam Sandler movie?
This is why we've lasted so long. No, that was.
I thought he was.
Yeah, no, he was like on the top of the bus or something, right?
Come on, sing us a little song.
That was Bob from The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Sing us an Engelbert Humperdinck song.
Oh, God,
Jeanine.
no. Definitely no. But I thought it was so funny. So this...
Wouldn't you change your name?
I would.
Wouldn't you change your name?
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
Hi, I'm Mr. Humperdinck.
Hi, Mr. Humperdinck. Nice to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You had to go there.
And unfortunately, I followed into the suit.
But in any event, yeah. So that's this Sunday night. So the funny thing is, we're going to that Valeria's in Goshen.
Yes.
Well, they're having a fashion show on Sunday between 12 and 3. So we're going to support Burke School in Goshen. So we're going to support the fashion show, Panarelli Realty.
You could have supported the Italian club. We're having a basketball game against
leave me alone with this Italian
AOH.
Just
and then she's running to see Engelbert Humperdinck.
So after that, I have to go show houses at Pfister Woods, and then after that, because I'm bringing my husband, so he's just gonna fall. He's just gonna stay in the car. So I'm gonna jump in after I show houses, and we're gonna head up to Mohegan Sun.
You guys are
so we could get there for a 7 o'clock show. You figure we're old now, so how late can the show go to? So we can.
You guys might not want to drive at night. You might want to stay.
No, I can't. We're going to leave probably around 9:30, be back by midnight, and then be on air for 10 o'clock Monday morning. It's going to work out great. I got the whole plan.
Perfect.
So I think it's going to be great.
Can you make sure
I can't wait to hear about it on Monday morning.
I want her to sing on next Monday morning. Just sing me a little Engelbert.
Oh, there you go. I hope the head cold's gone by then.
Can we do that, Rich? Can we have a song ready for next week? Engelbert Humperdinck.
Poor Rich. He's like, really?
Oh, God. We had a great time this morning.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Ann Marie.
This has been the Home and Mortgage Show. Tune in every week, Monday at 10. And find us on Facebook. Like our page. We got all kinds of good stuff coming up. So mark your calendars, and we'll talk to you next week.
Have a good week.